What's up, good people? It's Matt from Music Producer School. It is Tuesday. Luckily, no more hurricanes where I am, for today anyway. Hope everybody out there is doing well. It's a new week, new opportunity to go and make some great music. Before we get started with today's lesson, as always, I wanted to remind you, if you have not joined the Music Producer School community, the link is in the Facebook comments. Just put it in there. It's a private community. It's free, but you have to join if you want to be a part of it. Every Saturday, I go there and listen to your tracks at the Music Producer School community. So click that link to join. I'll approve you just as soon as I can get over there. What's up, Yawaney? How's it going? Thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hello. Yeah, you guys, be sure to share the stream with your friends, your other producers, your other colleagues, your other studio cohorts, and let's spread the love. Also, some people were asking where our other social media stuff is. The link is also there at that Linktree link. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all that good stuff. For all my international students out there, I know we have a bunch. I'm not sure if I know Facebook does the auto captioning, but I'm not sure if you're able to select the language. If you watch us on YouTube, you can select your auto translate language for you there. So if you're having trouble with English, you can go watch us on YouTube, and that link is at that Linktree comment that I just put in there on Facebook. And finally, the thing I'm most excited about before we get started, I'll mention it again a couple times throughout the lesson. I have a new feature here called Chat with Matt. And oh, Fiji Islands, cool. That's what's up. Thanks for stopping by from the Fiji Islands. So I have a new feature here for all you guys and girls that are watching. It's called Chat with Matt, and the link is in the Facebook comments there. If you click that link, you don't need any special software. You can either just use your phone, or you can be on your computer or your tablet. Just click allow, and you'll actually be able to call me on here live, and you can ask me questions, talk to me. You can talk to me live, and we can see what we can do to help you out with your music stuff. So that's Chat with Matt at that link in the comments on Facebook. Just click that link. It'll ask if you can use your camera and your microphone, and then it'll allow you to call me. I'll put you in, and we can talk live, and you can ask me your question live if you want to do that. We did it last week. I spoke with someone from India, and it was awesome. So it's a lot of fun. If you want to give that a shot, go ahead and call me at any point, and I will try to answer and ask your question. And what's up, Gaurav? Yeah, we had Gaurav on last week for the music producer community, and we were discussing some stuff about his track. I believe with a lead synth thing we were talking about with a vocal sample. So that was a lot of fun. So make sure y'all check all that out. And without further ado, we're going to get started with this week's topic, which is chords. So chords. Everybody's always thinking about drums. Everybody's always thinking about melodies. And the fact of the matter is, drums are kind of fun for most people to do. I feel like all of us love to do drums. Melodies can be tricky, I find, for certain people. They were definitely tricky for me in the beginning. It just seemed like there are the people that could make good melodies, and there's the people that can't. So I didn't figure this out until years into producing, but the thing for me anyway that was a big factor in making good melodies was the chords that I was using. And I kind of touched on this earlier when we did the music theory lesson a few weeks back, but chords is what basically kind of tells your ear, oh, I hear what melody could go here. And my problem in the beginning was I didn't really know a lot of chords, so I could make like the basic major and minor stuff, but that stuff gets boring really quickly because it's just that very minimum basic chord that you're hearing. So your ear doesn't really hear any cool melodies. And I'm the type of person, if I hear something and I kind of have a inspiration for it, I can run with it. But if I'm writing my own chords and I don't know how to make those chords, I would just never, I would always have trouble making cool melodies for that reason. So I wanted to show as an example today, basically, I have a product that I put out a couple weeks ago called the Midi chord bank, and I'm not really going to spend today's class, trying to get you guys to buy it or check it out or anything. I do think it's super helpful and it's worth it. However, I wanted to give you guys an idea of how you can take your productions to the next level and also be writing your own chord progressions without having to download pre-made loops or pre-made chord progressions. So I have an acapella. Let me go and switch over to my trusty Ableton here. And I have this acapella that I'm going to bring in. This is an acapella of a song that I produced a couple years ago called I Can See the Sunrise. Hey, what's up, Manuel? Thanks for saying hi, my friend. Don't you guys forget, if you're just joining, I have that chat with Matt link up in the comments that allows you to call me right here live using your video on your phone or your computer. And if you have a question, you can call me and I'll put you in and let you ask that way. So I have this acapella here from a song I produced a couple years ago called I Can See the Sunrise. And I listed here the BPM and the key. So it's in B flat minor. So I wanted to show you guys kind of how I would approach. Now this would be basically kind of like how you would approach a remix kind of a deal. But I wanted to show you how you can use these different approaches to get some chords for your songs. So this track is in B flat minor. So let's take a listen real quick here. Make sure I'm not blowing anybody out. In your eyes, I can see the sunrise. Okay, cool. Burning me alive, 'cause in your eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it right here, and this first bar is kind of like an intro. I'm just gonna work with the chorus today. 'Cause in your eyes, in your eyes. I can see the sunrise. In your eyes, I can see the sunrise. In your eyes. All right, cool. So it's in B flat minor. So the first thing I'm gonna do to make this a little easier for everybody is I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna pitch it down one semitone. So that way we're in A minor. In the music theory lesson before that I had showed y'all how A minor is super easy to handle because it's just the white keys on the keyboard, right? So with this MIDI chord bank, what I wanted to show y'all is, here's my MIDI chord bank over here. And I have all of these keys, right, listed. And let me show you guys also what this thing looks like if y'all are interested in grabbing it after the lesson's over. So this is the MIDI chord bank here. Let me show y'all what we got going on. So this is the MIDI chord bank, right? So this basically has hundreds and hundreds of chords that you'll be able to just drag and drop, but they're not pre-made loops. They're just the chords. So it's basically, think of it, I like to call it a dictionary of chords, or like almost like a thesaurus of chords. You know, if you're writing and you're not sure, you don't want to use the same boring word again, so you go to a thesaurus or a dictionary. Some of you guys that write lyrics probably know about this. And it's like you don't want to use the same word all the time. So you go look up a word that's similar but sounds different. That's basically what this is. So you can see I have all the keys here, and I have hundreds of chords in each of the keys that you can select. So for this one, we would choose the A folder. So let me get out of this and switch back over to Ableton. I have it actually imported into my Ableton session here. So I have all the keys here, right? So I know this is in A minor, so I'm going to go in here and I have all these different chords in A. So when I first put this out, I had some people that checked it out and they really liked it. But the problem that a lot of people had, especially when you're starting out producing, they said, okay, well, all these chords are awesome, but I don't even know where to start. I don't know how to put a chord progression together. So I actually, on my website, I just put up something else called Midi Songwriter chords. And let me show y'all this one as well really quickly. So this one is if you're more of a beginner, or if you have trouble putting chord progressions together, this one is be the one that you're going to want to get first, because this one has chords in each key and they're actually organized to where you can just basically throw any of the chords together and it's going to sound good. Okay, so let me show y'all how that works. So you can see again, I have them listed in major and minor and all the keys are there. So I'll show y'all again over in Ableton because I have it there as well. So here's my songwriter chords, right? So like I said, this acapella I know is in A minor because I pitched it down one semitone. So I know I'm in A minor. So let's just double check really quickly and make sure that that is the case. And I'm going to put this A minor. So you see I can just drag it from here. Or else if I have it, if you don't have Ableton, you can just pull it up on a Mac in your Finder. Or if you're on a Windows computer, you can just put it in your Windows Explorer like on your desktop. And you literally just drag these chords in just that quickly. So let's listen to this first chord and make sure it's right. Let me put my simple piano on here. Okay, that sounded like it worked. Let's do a quarter note thing here and we'll listen that way. All right, cool. So we know that it's A minor and that's working. So let me show y'all how this works with the songwriter chords. I'm in my A minor folder, right? So literally any of these chords in my A minor folder, I can pretty much just throw on there. So let me show y'all how this works. I'm going to just say, okay, A minor. Let's do this F major now. On the next one, let's do a C major on the next one. And then let's try D minor. Or let's do E minor. And let's see what that sounds like. I want to let this last a little bit longer. So let's pull these out. I want each of these to last for a whole bar. So we're going to do like this. And you can see how easily I can just kind of manipulate these also to kind of customize it for me. In your eyes, I can see sunrise. In your... So I'll just repeat that. And we're not going to worry about the rest of the vocal for today. We're just going to keep it simple. In your eyes, I can see sunrise. In your eyes. So let's find us a little bit of a cooler sound now. Let's see if we got, I think this one might be cool. Let's see what this sounds like. In your eyes, I can see sunrise. In your eyes, I can see the sunrise. In your eyes, I can see. All right, so that's not sounding too bad. So let me now go into my Arpeggiator and let's do this little just quick Arpeggiator on here and see what that sounds like. So y'all see how I literally just drug those chords in. I didn't really think about it too much. All of these lessons I do with you guys, I like to do them kind of as if I was you, just sitting down trying to come up with a song right on the spot, because I don't like to plan stuff out too much. So we'll just see where this takes us. All right, so that's pretty cool, right? So let's now, I kind of want to get this a little bit of a delay, like a little bit of a stereo thing happening here. So let's widen it a little bit. Let me put, I have a little widener on here. All right, cool. Thanks, Gaurav. Yeah, we just getting started on this. So check this out. That we're gonna call this chord 1. So that'll be chord idea 1. Now I'm gonna duplicate this, and I'm gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna mute out the first one that we did, and we're gonna call this chord 2. So this will be chord idea 2. So I'm gonna go back to my Songwriter chords here, and let's try another set of chords now. Let's try D minor. Let's try A suspended. Let's try G major. And then let's try, we started with D minor. Let's finish maybe with another minor here. Let's try and finish with A minor. All right, let's see what this one sounds like. So this one, I hear like I want to finish on that G major, so I can just switch my chords up here, and then I have both of these A's next to each other, so I don't want to do that. So let's find something more like let's try the C major here. So I'm going to take these two now and replace in the beginning over, well actually this is the progression that I think I want now, so I'm just going to copy that and paste it here. So let's see what this sounds like now. So what I would probably also do here is take this A minor and bring it down an octave like that. And then let's see what this G major looks like if I bring it. No, I think I'm going to leave that one there. So I brought my A minor down an octave. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, no, I think we will bring that G major down. So we're going to bring the G major down an octave, and then let's roll like that. All right, cool. So I'm not... Yeah, so the way that works, Gaurav, is I actually made this pack, and what I did was I made it to where all of the chords that you use in these packs, you can mix and match them pretty much however you want, and they're always going to sound pretty good. That's why I made this, because there's a lot of people out there that they don't know how to write chord progressions. They don't know how to, come up with this stuff. So when I put the MIDI chord bank out, which is like all the hundreds of extended chords, some people started messaging me and saying, hey, I don't even know how to do just regular chords. I'm not even worried about the extra stuff. How do I just put chords together? So this is actually a great study tool also, because you're going to start learning by looking at these chords over here. You're going to start seeing, oh, okay, I see these are the chords that usually work together. So like I said, really quickly, that's two different examples. Let's listen to our other one now again. And then just again, listening to our other one now. All right, so let me show y'all one more cool thing about that. Let's pretend that you like the first one the best, right? So let's get rid of this. And what I'm gonna do here is, let's say, just for the sake, I don't wanna take up too much time, but let's say you like this chord progression the best, and you're kind of working on your song and you realize, oh crap, I'm just doing the same chords over and over again. I need to have some type of breakdown. Well, what you could do is, if you come up with two different sets of chord progressions, we could put this over here as our second one and use that as the breakdown. So I'm going to cut this here, and let's just pretend we're finishing the chorus here. And then I'm going to peel this away so that this will be kind of like the breakdown section, right? So this is our end of our chorus, and this is the breakdown. So we could do something like this, where now we have two completely different sets of chords going. Let me see if I can get us a quick little, so something like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little down lifter just to do like a quick like break type of thing. Okay, so check out just how quickly you can take these two different sets of chords, you can put them together, and it's gonna come out like this. So these are the types of tools, like I said from the beginning with you guys, I'm trying to show y'all problem solving tools, because if you're producing for another artist and they come back and say, yo, this drop is awesome, it's badass, but we need a breakdown section. What would happen to me a lot back in the early days is I would be so hung up on that first set of chords that I wrote, I could not think of a new set of chord progressions. It was just almost impossible. So that's why I started putting these types of tools together, first for myself, because I was like, okay, I don't know all the music theory stuff yet, so I want to learn, or rather, I want to have the tools so I don't have to sit there and waste too much time in the studio, especially if you're working with another artist. I wanted to have these options to where I could literally just go in and say, okay, I know that I'm working in A minor. Let me go ahead and grab some of these chords. And the thing is, you don't have to use these chords. You know, you can go in with MIDI and you can go and change stuff around if you want. You know, you can move the notes around. You don't have to do these chords, but they're a great place to start. And that way you don't get stuck. And that's the worst. When you're in the studio, if you're working on a song, you always know what key you're in, right? You know you're working, okay, I started the song with an A minor. You're most likely in A minor, right? But the thing is, when you get stuck and you get focused on that one chord progression that you wrote, it's just really hard to get out of that mindset. So that's why I created these tools. So let me show you guys really quickly before I wrap this one up. So today I wanted to just show you all these tools and basically show you how I'm thinking about solving some of these problems and how it may be of some use to you guys. So let me show y'all how y'all can get these. If you go to your web browser and you type in musicproducer.school and you go there, it's going to bring you to my online shop. And the MIDI stuff that I just showed you today is going to be under the MIDI tools category. So if y'all go here, right here under MIDI tools, if you click that, so the ones that I showed y'all today were over here, the MIDI chord bank. That's the one that has all the extended chords. And then the Songwriter chords is the one that I was just using. That's the one where you can just kind of mix and match chord progressions really quickly. And I also have these as bundles. So if you wanted to get the MIDI chord bank and the MIDI Songwriter chords together, so that way you can just mix and match your chords. And then let me show you really quickly how the MIDI chord bank incorporates into this before we wrap it up for today. So let's say you like this progression up here, right? The A minor, F major. Let me get rid of our drums for a second. So let's say you like that, but you're like, the A minor is a little bit boring. Okay, well, go to the MIDI chord bank and go into your A folder, and let's find a different A minor. So you see I got all these chords in here. So we're going to find an A minor. I like to use A minor 6 a lot. So I'm going to grab this A minor 6 right here. And now listen to this as opposed to the old one. So this one, I think I would rather, let's try the 9th. So the thing I like about the MIDI chord bank is it'll start with these extended chords. You're going to start hearing these little types of things that'll kind of trigger your ear for different ideas. So let me try this A minor add 9 now. So I'm hearing this right here. And it sounds like it's a little bit off, but that's okay. I heard in my ear, I'm like, oh, you know what? If I bring that up one note, now I'm going to start hearing a little bit of a melody with it. So on the next one, I say, okay, well, I remember that high C that I liked. I'm going to put it on this one, and I'm going to go up with it now, almost like making a melody. So let's try that now. Whoops, one too high. Bring it down to a D. And let me bring my velocity up here as well. So you can hear the melody a little bit starting to happen now. So now we go back to this C. And I'm going to put another C in there. Another high C. So now that high B. So now we got a little bit of a melody starting to happen. Check this out. So just like that, like I said, you can start kind of triggering your ear with some of these extended chords. Not all of the extended chords are going to work for everything, but just by throwing stuff in, you're going to start hearing these extra notes that all of a sudden you're going to start saying, oh, I think I hear a melody with that. So you can find those, like I said, at musicproducer.school. I have them in these bundles. If you would prefer to get them together like that, it's a little bit cheaper. And let me also throw you guys, I have this code also just for you guys that are watching me today, if you use that Facebook Live code, let's see if you want to get the bundle. Is normally $24.95. If you go to checkout and you put in Facebook Live, I believe it's going to give you a, yeah, that's a 75% discount. So you can get both of these right now for $6.52. That's US. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't show you guys that. So the code is Facebook Live. And if you go to checkout here and you put in the total for the bundle would be about $26. If you put in the code Facebook Live, all one word, and apply it, it's going to give you 75% off of the total. So your total comes out to be $6.50. So that's just for you guys watching right now here on the live stream. But if you want to check them out, that's a super fair price, I think, to be able to get that. And that's also US dollars, so just be aware of that. But yeah, you guys, I wanted to show you all that quickly today because, again, it's all about solving problems quickly in the studio. And my belief is that really great melodies are the key to really great songs. But in order to get really great melodies, you need to have really great chord progressions. And this is the tools that'll get you there. So what we're going to do next class is I'm actually going to start breaking down a lot of these chords. And instead of just using tools like this, I'll show you how to actually create a lot of these chords and how to start learning the theory stuff behind it, because in the long run, you want to know the theory as well. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today, you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope that was helpful for some of you. If you have any questions, always feel free to DM me or send me a message or leave a comment. And once again, don't forget to join the Music Producer School community and just follow us on all of our other social links up there in the comments. All right, you guys. I'm out. Y'all have a great day today. I'll see y'all again for class on Thursday. Y'all have a great one. Bye-bye.